Okay, so hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, and today we are continuing with the SQL. So in the previous video I had covered the introduction of SQL. So we had covered till here, right? So today we will be covering these concepts. Okay, so for example, so we had covered the basics of data definition language, that is create, drop, alter and truncate. Then in data manipulation language it is insert, update and delete. And in data control language it is grant and revoke. And in TCL, that is transaction control language, it is commit, rollback and save point. And today we will be studying the data query language. Okay, so first of all, in data query language there is select. So what is a select statement? So basically a select statement is used to select the data from the database. That means if you have a database that is composed of employee details, that is employee number, then his salary, the name, address, etc. So if you want to get the details of certain employee, you can use the select statement. Okay, or you can query the details of certain employees using the select statement. So this is the basic building block of querying the database, that is it is widely used. Without this you cannot perform any queries, like a select statement is needed. Okay, so the data returned is stored in a result table. So whatever after performing this select statement, the result is also in the form of table. Okay, so it is known as result set. So how is the syntax of this select statement? So first we need to write or specify select, then whatever column name you want to have from the table, and then you need to specify from which table you want to select the data or query the data. Okay, so here column 1 and column 2 are the field names or the column names of the table you want to select the data from. Okay, so if you want to select all the fields of the table, then you can use the following syntax, that is select star from table. Okay, so we will have a simple example to look into. Okay, so here there is MySQL workbench. So as you can see, I have created three database here. One is igclone and imdb and other is sys. Okay, so we will be seeing this in our upcoming videos, how to create a database. Okay, so for now, to understand this select statement, you need to have a thorough understanding of what we are doing here. Okay, so in case of this database, as you can see, the database is named as imdb, and then there are some tables here. Okay, and also you can see other things like views, then stored procedures and functions. Okay, so we will look into these views, stored procedures and functions, because these are some advanced concepts which we'll see later in the later part of the videos. So for now we will focus on the tables here. So when you expand this tables, you can see there are two tables. One is dghh, that is I had created it for sample purpose, and one is imdb movies. So we will be using imdb movies here. Okay, so once I expand this table, you can see the column, then indexes, then foreign keys and triggers. Okay, so once I expand the column, so these are the column names here. So as you can see, there is color, then director name. So basically there are details of the movies. Okay, and this is a simple project which we will be doing at the end of covering our topics of the SQL, that is basic topics. Okay, so you will enjoy this session where we'll be working on a project. So here there are some movie details, as you can see, that is movie name, then actor name, then movie title, then actor 3 name, then keywords, then IMDb link, language, country, etc. Right, so this was the columns from the IMDb movies. Okay, and also you can see the indexes which cannot expand. So foreign keys are keys which are referred for other tables, or for other tables they are used. Okay, that means if you have a common table with certain common keys, then you can use foreign keys. Then triggers we will use in the later part of the video, that is we will understand this in the later part of the video. So for now, to understand the select statement, first you need to select this database. So in case of MySQL, you need to write use and the name of the database, that is imdb, and you can end this statement using semicolon. So you can either select this and press execute, or you can directly execute the statement. So once I execute this statement, you can see the success mark, that is it is green color, and you can see the output as it is successfully executed. Okay, so the next thing is we want to select I mean, we want to look into the data of this table IMDb movies, right? So what you can do is select, then star means all the tables, okay? So from, then what is the table name? That is IMDb movies, okay? So you need to write IMDb movies, okay, and end it with semicolon. So as you can see in MySQL workbench, if you remove this semicolon from the above line, then you will see that it is throwing an error here in the second line. So that is why some things are case sensitive and you need to use your semicolon, okay? And in SQL it is not a case sensitive, okay? So you can either use select like this or you can use select like this, so it doesn't matter, okay? So it is not case sensitive. Some tools are case sensitive, okay? So have a look on that. So once you do this and once you run this, so you can see it is executed successfully, that is 1464 rows returned in this duration, okay? So as you can see the IMDb movies, if I expand the columns here, you can see color, director name. So if I expand here, you can see color, director name, then duration, etc. So you can see the same data here, but with the overall data, that is what all things are there in this IMDb the movies table, okay? So this is the data. Now how the syntax goes, like from the PPT, as you can see, we have written select, then star from table name. So as you can see, select star and from the table is IMDb/movies. So for now I will like close this because I don't want to confuse you people. So this is the table name from the database IMDb. That means we have selected the database IMDb and we have run the query select star from IMDb movies, okay? So once you run this, we will get the overall data from the table, that is IMDb movies. Now suppose if you want to see only the director name and actor 2 name, then what you can specify here is, in case of star, you can specify the column names, that is select, you can copy this, okay? I cannot copy field name, director name and comma, copy field name and actor 2 name from same IMDb movies. So as you can see, if I run this, I will get only the director name and actor 2 name in the form of table. So as you can see, I have gotten only director name and actor 2 name. So this is how select statement works. So basically you are selecting whatever data you need to look from the table, okay, given table. So it ends with the table name just for the select in the query, okay? So this was all about the select statement, okay? So let's head back to the next slide. So using distinct keyword. So what is distinct keyword used for? So in case of select distinct, the select distinct statement is used to return only the distinct values. That means it will not return all the data, that means repeated values, only the unique values it will return when you use the distinct keyword, okay? So inside a table, a column often contains many duplicate values and sometimes you only want to list the different values, that is distinct values. So in such a scenario, you can use distinct here, okay? So how is the syntax? So select, then you can write distinct, then column which you want to get the distinct values and from the table name, okay? So first we will try this and then we will go to the next one, okay? So now as you can see, there are 1464 rows affected when I run this query, that is select director name, actor 2 name from IMDb movies, okay? So I will take this same query and I will take, why it is not pasting, sometimes my keyboard doesn't work, sorry guys, okay, it's not working. Let's copy it, paste it, okay? So now as you can see, I have written director name and actor 2 name, so I will place this in brackets. Let's see if it works, and I will write here distinct, okay? So as you can see here you can see the number, right, 1464. Now what it will return? It will return only the unique values. So let's run this. Okay, here as you can see, operand should contain only one column, so that means I need to remove the other column. So guys, try to do mistakes because you will learn. Okay, lot. So now you will get only the distinct director names here. Okay, so as you can see, how many rows I am getting here? 644 rows. First, how much we were getting? 1464 rows, right? So once you select the distinct and the column name, that is director name from IMDb movies, you will get all the distinct director names from the IMDb movies. Okay, so this is how the distinct keyword works in case of SQL. Now there is one more thing, that is count. Okay, so it will give you the count of whatever number you are giving of the column name. So that means here you got the names. Now if I write here, okay, let's copy this, copy the semicolon and paste it. Okay, so how does okay, let's place this in brackets and I will write here count. So as you can see, we will get 644 as the answer. Okay, so because here you can see 644 rows returned, right? So it will give you the count of those rows. That's it. So as you can see, we got the count of distinct director name. So as you can see here, the name is count distinct director name, right? So what you can do is you can give a alias, that means column name as director count, like that, something like that. Okay, so this is also works. So now here the name will change, you can see. So it is giving director count. So this is how count works. So in case of distinct, and if I remove this distinct, we will get the director names, that is count of director names, that is 1464. Okay, so let's check this. So as you can see 1464, that means some repeated director names are also present in this. Okay, so this was the use of count. Okay, so the next thing is where clause. Okay, so what is where clause? Okay, so let's run this first so that we will get the data entirely, and let's head back to the PPT. So what is where clause used? So in where clause is used to filter the record. That means if you want to get the suppose you have an employee table, and if you want to get the employee whose salary is this much, then you can use where clause. So it is used to extract only those records that fulfill a specified condition. So here where clause acts as if condition in case of Python. Okay, so if you give certain condition, right, so you can write where and some condition. Okay, so this is the syntax here. So select column name and column 2 from table name and where, then condition which specify this to apply on these columns. Okay, so let's look into one example. So as you can see, I have got director name, then some values here. Okay, so let's get something which we need. Okay, so also we need to understand something, right? Okay, so we will select a director name. Okay, where the actor to name is Joel David More. Okay, so let's choose that. So how we can write is select. So what we want, director name, right? So copy field name, control set, field name, control paste, and then I need to end this with semicolon, right? Select director name from so IMDb underscore movies. Okay, now comes the where condition. So where what we want, actor 2 name is equal to Lauren Cohen, right? Actor, okay, let's copy this. Actor 2 name is equal to, then place it in quotes. Okay, either single or double, anything is fine. Copy value, copy field, yeah. So let's paste it. So as you can see here, it has automatically given the quotes, but let's remove one. So as you can see, we are selecting a director name from IMDb movies where actor 2 name is Lauren Cohen. So it should return us only those columns where the director is director name. It will return only the director names where the actor 2 name is Lauren Cohen. Okay, So let's run this query. So as you can see, it is returning the director name is Zack Snyder, where actor 2 name is Lauren Cohen. Okay, so we'll also, okay, let's run this first and we will understand what we are doing. Okay, so I had to copy this to make you understand. Okay, so now you can see select the director name from IMDb movies where actor 2 name is Joel David Murray, right? So it should return us this James Cameron. Okay, so if I run this, so previous example was also fine, but I got confused. So as you can see, James Cameron and Brian Robbins has the actor to name as Joel David Murray. Okay, so this is how you get the output. Now I am selecting only the director name. If I want to select all the columns, then you can give star. That is how it works. So now it will give the only the 2 columns. Okay, but with all the details. Sorry, 2 rows with all the details. As you can see, James Cameron and Brian Robbins, where actor 2 name is Joel David Murray, right? So this is how it works. Now here there is one twist. Now in case of using keywords, it is not case sensitive, but if I remove place capital L here, now it will not work, because there does not exist any name with Joel whose L is capital, right? So as you can see, okay, it's still working. Sometimes it doesn't work. Cool, it's working. So let's place this. Okay, sometimes it won't work, guys. Okay, because I tried it, but at times it did not work. But yeah, it's fine. So we got 2 rows where it says as a director name, or all the columns where the actor 2 name is Joel David Murray. So this is the basic understanding of where you can use the where keyword. Okay, so this is how it works. Now the next is there are different operators which you can use using where condition, that is equal to, greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, and these last 3 we will learn in the later coming videos, that is between like and in. Okay, so that's all guys for today's video. Okay, so what we have done in today's classes, we have understood the select statement, and then how to use star to return all the columns, and how to use column names if you want to get the specific columns, then how to load the data db, then how to load the table, then how to use distinct, and then how to use count, and how to use where clause in case of SQL. Okay, so hope this helped, guys, and if you understood something from today's video, do hit the subscribe button and do like this video and share it. Okay, so till then, take care, bye bye.